Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a bottle of beer from Uerige, and it is the Doppel Sticke, and this is brewed in Düsseldorf, Germany. Lovely bottle, nice, tall, thin bottle here of beer. It's 8.5% ABV. It's a bit of a big beer. I really like this style. Look at that long kind of. It's as long as I got a long neck. It's as long as my neck. It's a long neck beer. 8.5% ABV. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Expecting a big pop on this one. Woo! Certainly do. I'd like to thank Jens. Jens originally sent to Mrs. Real Ale Guide and myself, but Mrs. Real Ale Guide's been slacking lately. She really has. She's not reviewed a beer in a long time. So I thought to myself, this beer is too good to be left in the cupboard. I've got to get it reviewed. I've seen some good reviews of this on YouTube already. It's been described as a very interesting brew and a very nice brew. Beer in the glass, it looks like a proper old ale, if you like, whatever the term for that would be in Germany, but a kind of a lovely, kind of mysterious looking beer. That looks great. It's a one finger, slightly off white head. The carbonation is rising up the side of the glass really well. It's just taking its time. It's just doing its own thing. Fizzing away there. There you go. It's a little bit more wild on this side of the glass. Yeah, this beer colour is very dark. It's not quite see-through. It looks murky. Just got a nose on the beer then. Ooh, wow! It's like really kind of old-fashioned sticky toffee. That is really interesting. It is really interesting in the aroma. I'm trying to exactly pin down. It's like a fudgy. Wow. It's like grandma's fruitcake. She kind of emptied half a bottle of vodka on it and then banged it in the oven. It smells really kind of rich and Christmassy. Loads of raisin. Oh, that smells really good. I gotta dive into that. Oh wow. Blimey. Wow, what a kick! Stone the crows! Stone the crows. It's not alcohol. It's very, very close to being this big burning alcohol kind of burn on the back end, but it's not that. It's flavour. But it's going to take a couple of sips to kind of work out exactly what flavour this is. Okay, rum, raisin, bit of chocolate, bit of spice, and then that walloping. It really is a walloping kind of. It's so close to being just a big alcohol-y kind of monster, to the point where it's even warming my stomach. But there's flavour to that there alcohol. It's not kind of like a neat, nasty tasting kind of beer. Wonderful mouthfeel. wonderful, and it sets the beer up. It really does. It's a thick, syrupy, sugary, glucosey kind of mouthfeel. It's really very warming for this time of year. I think if this beer was thin, I think if this beer was a very refreshing thin beer, then I think it would be awful. I really do. I think because this beer is very thick, very kind of gloopy, it saves it. It really does save it from being something which would otherwise taste very cheap, but it doesn't. It doesn't taste cheap. You can tell that thickness if you rock the beer back and forth. The carbonation takes its time. There's a little lag with the carbonation when it takes its time to rise to the side of the glass, and that is because of that thickness in the beer. That's the only way I can come across to you guys watching just how kind of thick this beer is, by just washing it around like this. There you go. Quite mesmerising. Let's carry on. That first taste, yeah, it comes back, and it's like almost like a very strong licoricey, fudgy. It's licorice, like a bittery licorice, like a lemon licorice, but it's so close to being just tasting like alcohol. But again, it's not. It's flavour, and I'm going to go with a kind of spicy, lemony, licorice, kind of lemon bomb on the back end. But it's a delight to drink. Gents, thank you very much. Otherwise, I really wouldn't have had a chance to kind of review this beer if it wasn't for you. I'm going to keep this bottle. This is a bottle that I probably will never ever see again in my lifetime. So I'm going to stick with that one. I'm going to keep that. It's very good. That's probably one of the best beers I've had from Germany so far. Up there with the Schneider Weiss. Okay. Uerige Doppel Sticke at 8.5% ABV. How do we rate it? I'm going to give this, I can't give this anything less than a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. It's everything I've mentioned previously, from the mouthfeel, from all of the lovely flavours, from Grandma's kind of big Christmas cake, fruit cake, where she's poured some alcohol on and bunged it in the oven. It's very, very, it's very Moorish. It's a family word, it's a Martin family word we use. It's very Moorish, you kind of want more of it. Yeah, 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. It's a great beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Thank you to Jen for sending a beer. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.